dentists, optometrists. All of these medical professionals volunteers. All of these people in need. Larry Durst's disability check won't cover the glasses he needs. What would you do if this were not here? Something. You'll roll out. Kenya Smith needs a checkup for 2-week-old Zoe. Her insurance doesn't cover it.
They wanted $1,500 for just to be seen by a doctor plus co-payment, and that was kind of a lot of money. I thought, this is everything.
Anna Garcia got in line Tuesday for dental work.
I've been friends with my employer.
She works for Orange County, has 5 children, her husband out of work. The co-pay for 3-year-old Aiza's root canal, $1,000.
I couldn't afford it, and I didn't want her to lose her teeth. So once I read about this program, I had to take advantage of it, even if it meant losing holidays from work.
Need a volunteer 7, please.
This program is run by Remote Area Medical, a non-profit group established 24 years ago to take modern medicine to the third world. Today, they do some 40 multi-day free clinics a year, 65% of them now in the U.S.
The need is all over the United States, just like this, wherever you go. There are about 49 million people that don't have access to the care they need. They simply can't afford it.
Family physician Natalie Nevins has worked in villages in India and Africa.
Here at home, we have as much a need as I do when I travel to the most remote areas of India. And that's very heartbreaking. Most of these people work, they have jobs, but they work for small companies that can't afford to give them insurance.
For doctors and patients here, the shouting over healthcare reform is incomprehensible.
Twice. A couple of weeks. You won't let me do it.
Sutina Green works for the city of Long Beach. She could be speaking for every patient here.
I have 5 children and I'm a single mother. So for me, this was a blessing.
This has been going on all day. The doctors here are overwhelmed. They don't have enough volunteers. They expect to see more than 1,000 people a day through Tuesday, and after they close down, they expect to send thousands more home. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
One of the most controversial proposals has been dropped from the Senate health care bill, coverage for voluntary end-of-life counseling. One committee felt the provision could be misinterpreted or used incorrectly. Its perception opponents claim will lead to so-called death panels. But as CBS's Kelly Kobiea shows us, some families and doctors are dealing with terminal illnesses and have a different take.
As the protests and the shouting continue in town halls on how end-of-life care will be changed by healthcare reform, quietly, away from the furor, Mulvin Edwards and his wife are planning for the last days of his life.
Have the doctors told you what your prognosis is?
Well, they can't give a guess. That's it.
They can't do anything else?
It is what they did already here.
Mulvin has bladder cancer, which has spread to his bones. He did not want to die in a hospital, so he chose home care through a hospice program.
Not only have to make a decision because we don't know how long it's going to be.
Proponents of healthcare reform believe that if more terminally ill patients are given end-of-life counseling like Mulvin, they would be less likely to choose futile, expensive treatments.
Patients often get much more care than they actually want at the end of life.
It's estimated that 27% of Medicare's $327 billion budget is used by patients in the last year of life. That makes end-of-life spending an attractive target for cost cutting. Yet the healthcare reform package that includes end-of-life counseling paid for by the government strikes some as inhumane and has proven politically toxic. The Senate version of healthcare reform has cut it out. The House version still has it in.
Is too much money being spent on end-of-life care?
Unfortunately, yes.
Dr. Carmine Gianatiempo treats terminally ill patients every day. He says by the time they get to the intensive care units, it's too late for counseling.
Most of the time, the first time that the subject is actually brought up is when the patient is almost at the end of their life.
Some believe that when it comes to the terminally ill, more doctors need to stop prescribing and start communicating.
We are not honoring patients and their families' own wishes. It turns out that if we did a better job of actually informing patients about what their choices are and then honoring their wishes, we would save money.
And help more people like Mulvin and their families deal with death on their terms. Kelly Kobiea, CBS News, Paterson, New Jersey.
Now, since the end-of-life counseling coverage is still in the House version, it could still make it through to the president in the final compromise bill with the Senate. And he's one of the most hated men in America, at least among animal rights activists. And now, Michael Vick is an Eagle. The disgraced NFL quarterback has signed a deal with Philadelphia. Details will be announced later today at a press conference. Reaction is mixed among Eagles fans.
I think he paid his debt. I mean, I have no problem. He served 2 years in jail. He deserves a second chance. I think it's horrible. I think playing in the National Football League is a privilege, not for somebody with murder innocent animals. I think it's a disgrace. It shows a complete lack of character for the Philadelphia Eagles organization.
The 29-year-old has been out of the game since 2006, when he was charged with running a dogfighting ring. Vick served a 23-month prison sentence. The deal reportedly puts the first year at $1.6 million. We're back in 2 minutes. This is CBS News, up to the next.
When morning comes in the middle of the night, it affects your entire day. To get a good night's sleep, try 2-layer Ambient CR. The first layer dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep. And unlike other sleep aids, a second dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. When taking Ambient CR, don't drive or operate machinery. Sleepwalking and eating or driving while not fully awake, with memory loss for the event, as well as abnormal behaviors such as being more outgoing or aggressive than normal, confusion, agitation, and hallucinations may occur. Don't take it with alcohol, as it may increase these behaviors. Allergic reactions such as shortness of breath, swelling of your tongue or throat may occur, and in rare cases may be fatal. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. In patients with depression, worsening of depression, including risk of suicide, may occur. If you experience any of these behaviors or reactions, contact your doctor immediately. Wake up ready for your day. Ask your healthcare provider for 2-layer Ambient CR.
Does your laxative work? Prune Lax is made with dried plums and senna, a natural effective combination that safely regulates your digestion in 8 to 12 hours. Trust Prune Lax. Try Prune Lax. Feeling good is so natural.
Many women think they have a yeast infection when they don't. How can you know it's not more serious? Well, now you can know. The Vagisil Screening Kit tests for vaginal infections at home, because knowing is the first step to healing. Vagisil.
Riding a bike was out of their reach until now. The inspirational story, next week on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.